On October 25, 2025, Nigeria's Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, announced in London that the federal government is building global partnerships to counter false narratives and rebrand the country's international image. The announcement was made at the UK edition of the renewed Hope Global. According to reports, an All Progressives Congress APC chieftain advised Professor Joash Ojo Amupitan not to succumb to intimidation after Amupitan was sworn in as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in October 2025. Amupitan succeeded Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, who held the position for 2 terms, from 2015 to 2025. Nigerian Vice President Kashim Shettima led a delegation of top officials to Akwa Ibom State on October 26, 2025, for the funeral reception of Deaconess Ino Nana Usoro, the late mother of Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Deputy Governor Emem Nana Usoro. According to Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, Governor Sanwo-Olu will commission several major projects in 2026, including the new Massey Children's Hospital, the General Hospital in Orjo, new food hubs designed to boost food security and regulate food prices, the second phase of both the Blue and Red Rail lines, the first phase of the Ilubirin Foreshore Housing Project, the biggest school in West Africa, located in Harjagunla, new housing schemes at Odo Onosha and Shangor, Teda. Based on reports, former Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom expressed confidence that the People's Democratic Party, PDP, will reclaim the state in the 2027 elections. He made these comments while denying rumors of his defection from the party. During a visit on Friday, October 24, 2025, the Ibibio Traditional Council in Akwa Ibom State hosted Senate President Godswill Akpabio and his entourage at the palace of the Oku Ibom Ibibio in Tenyin Dr. Solomon Daniel Etuk. During the visit, the council declared their support for both Akpabio and President Bola Tinubu. Following an increase in supply, the price of a 50 kilograms bag of rice in Lagos has dropped by over 35%, from a peak of around 85,000 Nigerian nairas to 95,000 Nigerian nairas in January 2025, to a current range of 55,000 Nigerian nairas to 75,000 Nigerian nairas. This price crash affects both local and foreign rice brands and has been observed in markets such as Mile 12, Oyingbo, Arena Oshodi, and Festac Town. The increased supply is attributed to a combination of factors, including improved local harvests and a surge in imports through reopened land borders. The Warri Itakpe train service is scheduled to resume on Wednesday, October 29, 2025. The Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, announced the resumption following a temporary suspension for essential maintenance and safety checks. Reports of bulldozers demolishing buildings in the Oranshoki community of Lagos at midnight on Saturday, October 25, 2025, sparked tears and chaos among residents. The demolition, which reportedly continued into the early hours of Sunday, displaced numerous families despite residents' claims that a court injunction was in place. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors NARD has declared an indefinite nationwide strike beginning on November 1, 2025, due to the federal and state government's failure to meet long-standing welfare and operational demands. This action follows repeated ultimatums and a previous 5-day warning strike in September 2025 that failed to produce concrete results. In late October 2025, the Owa Obokun of Ijesaland, Oba Clement Adesuyi Hastrup, formally endorsed Dr. Olayinka Fasuyi as the Asiwaju of Ijesaland during the reception for Fasuyi's 70th birthday. The monarch's statement aimed to end speculation about his position and clarify his support for Fasuyi's appointment. In October 2025, Nigeria's National Assembly Joint Committee on Constitution Review approved the creation of an additional state for the Southeast region. The decision, reached during a 2-day retreat in Lagos, aims to address the long-standing imbalance that left the Southeast with only 5 states compared to 6 or 7 in other geopolitical zones. At the weekend of October 26, 2025, the Adebowale family of Nigeria bade an emotional final farewell to their matriarch, Madam Cecilia Ademilola Adebowale. Nigerian service chiefs, who were sacked on October 24, 2025, are set to receive substantial retirement benefits. This follows President Bola Tinubu's approval of the 2024 Harmonized Terms and Conditions of Service 8T TAFOS for military officers in December 2024, which significantly upgraded the packages for top brass. The lavish perks, which include bulletproof SUVs and foreign medical allowances, have sparked public criticism amid Nigeria's economic hardship. During a campaign rally on Saturday, October 25, 2025, for the upcoming Anambra gubernatorial election, Governor Charles Soludo announced a cash reward for wards that secure the highest number of votes for his party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA. This move has been heavily criticized as an attempt at vote buying and an electoral violation. The Kebbi State chapter of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has rejected the endorsement of Kabiru Tanimu-Turaki as the Northern Consensus candidate for the position of national chairman. The decision follows an emergency meeting held in Birnin Kebbi, where the State Executive Committee expressed its alignment with other Northwest stakeholders who oppose the consensus arrangement. Mascot Uzor Kalu has declared his intention to contest the 2027 Abia State governorship election on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, APC. His motivations, articulated during a declaration event in Umuahia, are rooted in a promise of transparent governance and economic revitalization. He cited the state's high unemployment rate and the gap between campaign promises and performance under the current administration as key reasons for his bid. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Plateau State, elected new officials on October 26, 2025, to oversee its affairs for the next 4 years. The officials were chosen by consensus during the state congress held in Jos. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, inaugurated a new interim leadership for its Adamawa State chapter in late October 2025, in a move to stabilize and prepare the party for the 2027 general elections. The inauguration took place on Saturday, October 25th, in Yola. The Hisbah Board of Kano State, Nigeria, has cancelled the planned wedding of 2 TikTokers after discovering the couple lied about being in a relationship to avoid prosecution for immoral conduct. The cancellation reverses a controversial court order that instructed Hisbah to facilitate the marriage. Isoko communities are threatening to halt oil exploration over the non-release of funds mandated for their development by the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA, of 2021. The communities, disturbed by decades of neglect and the deplorable state of their areas, have targeted Nigerian Petroleum Company Exploration and Productions Limited, NEPL, and Sterling Global, who operate oil mining lease OML 26. Bauchi State Police have foiled at least 2 separate robbery attempts and arrested suspects in recent days. The arrests, which took place in both Bauchi metropolis and the town of Azare, resulted in the recovery of firearms and stolen property. A middle-aged man died in a lone road accident under the Alaka Bridge in Surulere, Lagos, on the night of Saturday, October 25, 2025, after allegedly driving under the influence of alcohol. The National Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA, has deployed heavy machinery, including a swamp devil, to clear water hyacinth in the Ikorodu area of Lagos State. This annual clearance is a critical safety intervention to prevent boat accidents and ensure safe navigation on the waterways. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, raided the Proxy nightclub in Lagos on October 26, 2025, during an alleged drug-themed party. The raid resulted in the arrest of over 100 people, including the club's owner, socialite Mike Eze Nanwali Nalgu, known as Pretty Mike. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has uncovered 70 parcels of cocaine hidden in cocoa buttercream containers at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, MIA, in Lagos. The seizure was made on October 14, 2025, from a cargo consignment headed to London, United Kingdom. The National Examinations Council, NECO, has established a new Senior School Certificate Examination, SSCE Centre in London, United Kingdom. The new facility is a strategic expansion aimed at providing accessible examination opportunities for Nigerian students and adult learners in the diaspora. According to recent interviews, former Vice President Kamala Harris has indicated she is not ruling out a potential presidential run in 2028. Her comments followed her unsuccessful 2024 campaign, where she ran as the Democratic nominee after President Joe Biden withdrew from the race. On October 25, 2025, Manchester United defeated Brighton and Hove Albion 4-2 at Old Trafford. The victory marked United's third consecutive Premier League win and moved them into fourth place in the league table, which is a position that qualifies them for a Champions League spot. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevwori has hailed the election of Victor Oche as the new president of the Nigeria Tennis Federation, NTF. Oborevwori described Oche's victory as well-deserved and a testament to his long-standing commitment to developing sports in Nigeria. Super Eagles coach Eric Schell has vowed that Nigeria will qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, despite a slow start in the qualifiers. He is confident in the team's ability to secure a spot through the upcoming playoffs, attributing their recent successes to hard work and a warrior-like mentality. Schell, who was appointed in January 2025, has overseen an improved run of form that revived Nigeria's World Cup dreams.